back to my channel. My name is Ade and today I'm going to discuss about a very interesting topic that I mostly go asked by my friends. People always ask me questions like, how do you sound like a native speaker? How do you pronounce these words like a native speaker? How do you this and that like a native speaker? Well guys, let me tell you something. To be honest, back when I was younger and still learning English intensely, I had never intended myself to sound like a native English speaker, believe it or not. It just naturally comes to me by itself. Maybe that's because I used to talk with native speakers a lot and then turned me to be a foreigner who speaks English fluently. But anyway, back to the topic. It's actually not that hard to sound like a native speaker. But yeah, it is a process that can't be done in a night. So I'm going to give you some tips that will hopefully make it easier for you to sound like a native speaker. So stay tuned. 1. The first thing I do, the very basic one that you can do by yourself, is by watching movies or TV series. I'm not saying that you can instantly sound like a native speaker after you watch them. I mean, it takes process, so you need to set it as one of your daily activities. You can watch them with English subtitle to make it easier, and then when you're used to it, you can go without subtitle. But again, that's only if you like to watch movies. Do something that you enjoy doing. Don't do something you don't like just because people suggest you to. And if you do like watching movies, then this could be a good start for you. 2. Use English slang words. You could try to learn some English slang words to make you sound more like a native speaker. People can tell you aren't a native English speaker if you speak too properly. For example, if you never use contractions like it's, it is, I'm, I am, don't, do not, won't, will not, people would definitely be able to tell that you are not a native speaker. Not using contractions can make you sound awkward when you're speaking as well. You're right sounds a lot more natural than you are right. Or I am here sounds better than I am here. You get the idea, right? You really should look up the slang words of the kind of English you want to speak. And that's only if you want to sound like a native English speaker. Every native English speaker knows the English slang for the country they grew up in. For example, they say stuff like, I wanna means I want to. I gotta means I have to or got to in some cases. Cram, like you cram for a test. That's the only really context you use the word cram for. It means you're pretty much cramming information into your head, studying information non-stop without taking any break, something like that. The other example is buck. Buck is another way to say dollar. For example, instead of saying, I have $20, you say, I have 20 bucks. It's as easy as an internet search to know the slang words of the English you want to learn. If you are feeling really ambitious, you could even learn all the slang words of the English country you want to learn. 3. Combine words in a sentence. English has its own set of phrases, idioms, collocations, and its very own song-like way of speech. English has a certain rhythm and not all words are pronounced equally. Some words are shortened, and some words change form in spoken English. For example, 1. It is hell of a game, spoken as is hell of a game. Notice that it's became is, of become of, and a become a. Is hell of a game. It is hell of a game became is hell of a game. 2. The discount price is $15. Spoken as the discount price is $15. Notice that the nt became m. The discount price is $15 became the discount price is $15. 3. Can't you come here next week? Spoken as can't you come here next week? Notice that you turn to chew. Can't you come here next week became can't you come here next week? 4. Read out loud. Make it a daily practice of reading something loud. say a chapter of book or paragraphs written in English, even better do it twice at different times in the day. Because our vocabulary is limited. We don't speak many common words in conversations, right? Which leaves our vocal organs, tongue, throat, and lips unused to speaking the sounds of many words. Reading out loud words that you don't usually use in conversation also exercise your under-exercised vocal muscles. Through reading out loud, I think you'll catch new words that you might be mispronouncing for ages. This exercise will also reinforce pronunciation you're learning, as the words will come up in your reading sooner or later. 5. Last but not least, you need to speak. Everything else is a waste without this. Can't learn swimming without jumping into water, right? Find 2 or 3 speaking partners who has the same passion of improving their English. Ask for feedback on mistakes you make. If they aren't available on some days, and if you want to practice more, you can practice by yourself. With speaking alone, you'll reap most benefits you'll get from speaking to others. But if you find native speakers who actually wants to speak with you, then that'll be even better. Besides to make a friendship, you'll also get used to listen to how they say things, and then unconsciously make you imitate their accent. Speaking a language is like any other skill. It will only feel comfortable when you get to the point where you don't have to think about the language, but just focus on communication. And the only way to do that is constant practice. So I think that's all the lesson I have for you today. I hope that those 5 tips I gave you can help you be more fluent in speaking English. Again, being fluent or not fluent is the choice in your hand. Just remember to not ever give up on something that you want to achieve. Thanks so much for watching, guys. If you like this video, feel free to hit the like button and share to your friends and family. You can also subscribe to my channel for upcoming videos and click the bell button to get a faster notification. And if you have any suggestions to my videos, then you can kindly leave a good comment down below. See ya in the next video. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.